Welcome back. My name's Eric. Last time we touched a little bit on the Bible, and I wanted to throw some stats out and encourage you to read it if you haven't. And so start off with how long does it take to read the Bible? 89 hours to read it at a moderate pace. That would be like listening to a documentary and listening to the narrator speak. That would be the pace that you would read the Bible to complete it in 89 hours. If you read faster than that, obviously you'll finish it quicker. If you read slower, it'll take you a bit longer. So let's look at the 89 hours and break it down into reasonable chunks of time. If you really want to read it quickly, you could divide it by 10. And you're looking at 9 hours per day times 10 days. You got 90 hours. You most likely complete it. If you don't have that much time every day, which probably most people don't, unless you just quit your job and said, I'm going to do it, which would be cool. Because once you're done, you will probably do things differently. For the rest of your life, which like I did. And so another way to break this down would be 89 days at 1 hour per day, which was almost 3 months. 1 hour a day for 3 months, you'll have completed it. If you can't read or you have very difficulty reading, there's a thing called the Bible Experience. It's a theatrical audio version of the Bible. It feels like a movie without like watching it. You're just listening to it, and it's done in such a way they have a narrator, and they also have background music. They'll even have different characters saying the different parts as it goes along. It feels like a movie. It's pretty good. If there's a storm, you'll hear thunder and lightning. If there's a battle going on, you'll hear swords clashing. It's amazing, really. You can, even if you've read the Bible already, the Bible experience is a great experience. You can listen to it instead of listening to music while you're driving. You could just do that. Listening to it while falling to sleep. It's a really good way to continue to read the Bible. I feel that Jesus has kind of talked about his word being like bread, and so we're to eat it. So a way to say this is when you finish reading the Bible, you wouldn't say I would never read it again. Like some books you would read and you won't read them again. This one is different. It's think of eating pizza or chicken. You wouldn't just eat one pizza and say, well, I've had pizza, I'll never eat that again. You wouldn't do that. Or I've had chicken, I'll never eat that again. Now this is different. You'll come back for more because it's good. It really is. And so another tool that you could use besides the Bible experience is called the Bible app. You can download it on your phone or your laptop, and you can have at your disposal all the different types, versions of the Bible out there. There's many versions, and it's a good thing because not everybody can enjoy it or even like learn from it the same way. Like the King James version has it's the one that has the thee, thy, and thou. For me, that's a stumbling block. If I'm reading that, it's really difficult for it to help me. I'm just so trying to figure out what it's actually saying that I'm not really ingesting it. The New King James version eliminates the these, thys, and thous, and I like that version actually. The first version I read was a NIV. I had a parallel Bible, NIV, and the King James version. So I would read that, and if I didn't understand something, I'd read the other one, and between the two, it kind of like, okay, I think I understand. But those are literal translations. And then there is the paraphrase translation, such as a NLT, which would be the New Living Translation. That one is a paraphrase, and it words it in a way that for me was, especially when it came to reading the Proverbs, I was able to really learn a lot more when I had that version going, because some of the ones I didn't understand them, some of the words are pretty big and I didn't quite understand them. I'd have to crack the thesaurus to try to figure out these words, but the NLT was just like it hit me, and it's like, oh, that I needed that today. Yep, I needed that, and added that to like your mental tool belt. It's like, oh, I'm gonna remember that one as a good golden nugget there. So you remember these things. So choosing a version that helps you is very important, because no sense struggling through the King James version just to read it. Just to say I read it in King James version. If it's not going to do you any good, try a few different versions, and you'll know one that works. You'll be like, oh, I get it. It's just like reading a novel or a book. That's the one you want. You want it to feel like a novel or a book, and so that's the one you should pick. Good News is another version that I liked as well. So the Bible app also has a feature in there where a lot of those versions, you can press the button, like the play button, and it'll read to you. So I like doing this if I'm doing dishes. I don't want to get my phone wet, so I put it up away from me, but I can press the play button and have it read the Bible to me while I'm doing dishes or other chores that I'm, too busy doing other things. Or once again, before bed, I can just like fall asleep listening to it. There's trying to compare the amount of time 89 hours feels like, and there's many years back there was a TV show on Lost. TV show called Lost. You probably heard of it, and it's close to the 89-hour mark. It's about 92 hours to watch the entire series of Lost. So if you can kind of compare that, it's like, if you watch the whole series of Lost, well, then you could probably read the entire Bible. It just breaks down into chunks as if you would watch an episode. Just do it. It's your Bible. I want to encourage you, by saying that it's your Bible. It's your book. It is written for you. It really is. So personalize it. Claim it to be yours. Like this is like a family heirloom, because these are your ancestors. They really are. We are all brothers and sisters. So if you have that type of attitude, you look, it's like, wow, this is like reading someone's diary, and it's like from way back. But these are our family members, and really, life wasn't that much different. Besides the electronics, but besides that, the relationships with people and the things that happen, the problems they had is the same problems we have today. And if you think your life is messy, like my life was a big mess. Like I thought my life was so ruined at one point before I read the Bible that I thought it was unfixable. But God assured me that if you're alive, it's fixable. Everything's fixable. That's what he taught me. And I'm so glad he did, because it gave me hope that things can get better. And things did. And things will get better for you too. So just embrace it as yours. This is your family. It's your ancestors. It's your history. And it's your book. I love you. God bless you. That's all I have to say today. Until next time.